Good morning. I've been awake for a while and been up for a while. I went downstairs to the kitchen and had my oatmeal. I just forgot to take my camera because I had my oatmeal and my tea packet and my e-reader so that I could watch some videos. So I did that. I didn't sleep very well last night because my room, I got my private room, is right above the bathroom where the shower is. There's only one shower in the hostel for all the rooms, and whenever anybody went in there and the fan went on, it kind of vibrates the floor and I can hear it. And then there was some man in there, I'm guessing shaving, and he was in there for like an hour. How long does it take to shave? Maybe he was doing his head too, I don't know. But just banging a razor on the side of the sink. So every time he did that, I thought there was because I'm also above the front door. So I thought somebody was knocking on the door, so I start going downstairs and then I hear the knocking as I'm going past the bathroom, so annoying. My slippers are falling apart and there's little bits of black stuff all over the place, so they're old and I don't usually wear them, but I figured just while I'm walking around the hostel that would be better than walking around with my socks. But I might need a new pair. A little colder today than it has been, so I got my trusty toque on, also called a beanie if you're American, or knit cap or hat depending where you're from. So I'm just walking to the museum, which here they call the rooms. That's loud. It's a museum and art gallery, I think. And they also have a cafe, so I can have lunch there. It's going to take me about half an hour to walk there, which that's nothing. So that's pretty much all I have planned for the daylight hours. And then I have, yeah, you'll have to watch. You'll have to keep watching to see what I have planned for later this evening. I missed my turn because no street sign. There's a few missing street signs in downtown St. John's, so if you come here, pay particular attention to how many blocks you're walking and look at your Google Maps, because I went 2 blocks past where I was supposed to turn because I was looking for King Street to turn up, but it wasn't there because there was no sign. Look at all these colorful houses. I want teal with a pink door, blue with a red door. Yeah, it's very cool. Oh, and they've even painted the post. Yeah,
he's so handsome. So
yeah, oh for sure, he's gorgeous.
Hagrid.
Hey, what's his name?
Hagrid.
Hagrid, of course.
Can you sit down?
Of course. Hello, Hagrid.
Okay, wait there.
Yeah.
Wait there.
Oh, such a good boy. The threat to Newfoundland's security and to her commerce that developed during the American Revolution increased the urgency of completing the fortification of St. John's. So the garrison was built 1779, completed, and the ones then was abandoned in 1871 because we no longer needed it. But I like the French translation. La menace que la révolution américaine. The American menace. Oh, look at that tiny little teacup. And these arrowheads. Look at this tiny little.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Yeah. What is 11? Carving of a man's knife, button, and whale amulet. That is very cool. Mid 17s to early 18s. These are so cool. 10, 11. Tobacco pipe with Tudor rose. Wow. Very cool.
An iPhone in an exhibit.
Oh, an iPhone. How old is that one?
Yeah, exactly.
Drone, early 2010s. Gosh.
Funny.
Yeah, my archaeologist friends would get a kick out of that. Grape shot. Found by a family camping in Pippi Park, St. John's. Imagine going camping, find a bunch of tiny little cannonballs. Look at that. A whole bunch of teeth. Probably discarded from a dentist or jeweler's shop. Jewelers often remove teeth before dentistry became a profession. That's crazy. I don't know if you can see with the glare, but this is a bunch of rifles. Partial crate full of 1853 Enfield rifle muskets was entangled in a fishing trawler's net and recovered off Newfoundland's coast. Likely used in Canada for some time, they were lost in transit during their voyage back to Britain around 1866. Sable Chief. Look at him. There's a big dog. Just following me with his eyes. That's creepy. 1916, St. John's native Hazen Fraser left school to enlist. He was just 17. In England, he was assigned as the handler of the regiment's canine mascot, Sable Chief, a role that kept Fraser off the battlefield. After the war, Fraser, now corporal, went to Canada to study. Yeah, he's a good dog. Rodney, a small, round-bottomed boat used chiefly as a tender or small punt in coastal names. Also a term of endearment for girl or child. Can be either 14 to 18 feet. A little prayer for Larry. Is there a country, Lord, where thou dost keep us a place reserved for dogs that fall asleep? Large, airy kennels, yards for hiding bones, a little river chattering over stones, a wide green fields for those that never knew, a smoky town, an old worn rug or two, before a fire where sparks do not fly out. Sparks are such nasty things to have about. I like to think there is, and so I pray for one small Newfoundland that died today. He was so full of fun, not very wise. The puppy look still lingered in his eyes, but he was very dear. He'd come to me and rest his soft black chin upon my knee. Thou knowest him. One night, not long ago, he tramped with me across the frozen snow, and there beyond the wood, peaceful and still, we met thee walking on the moonlit hill. Lord, keep him safe wherever he may be. And let him always have a thought of me, that I may hear when I pass through the dark thy soothing voice, and then a friendly bark. Such a sap. The Beatles at a kitchen party. That's what it looks like. Just having a spot of lunch at the rooms. Whew, it's cold out today. I don't have my coat on, but this is the balcony just off the cafe. Oh, girls. Very cold. An archaeological dig underneath the rooms building. So now I'm back outside, finished in the museum. It's a very nice museum, and admission is only, I think, $13.96. So for under $14, you get a couple hours to tour around the museum. Well, you have as long as you want, but it only took me, including lunch, 2.5 hours-ish. And then right after I saw that sign that says this is a fragrance-free sensitive zone, 2 women, heavily fragrant, walked past me. So anyway, here's the police station. So I wonder if I will see Hudson and Rex. Probably not. It's Sunday of a holiday weekend. I doubt they'll be filming today. Anyway, I have no idea what to do now. What time is it? It is... There's lots of history in this area. It's 3 o'clock. So you're probably just looking right at my nose. So I'll find something to do. Yeah.
And weighed as much as 140 pounds. This fish will not grow any more than this because it's dead. It's frozen, and it fits perfectly in my freezer. The significance of this particular fish, why I love it so much, is that my daughter caught this fish last summer out in Bonavista, Vista, and when she saw what was happening that day to all the other fish getting gutted, filleted, and losing their cheeks and tongues to the restaurants, she wanted this fish, her fish, to become the most loved fish ever to come out of the waters in Newfoundland, and I promised her I would make that happen. You didn't watch it? Alright. Okay, Be merry all that of our glasses. Let's drink and be merry about thoughts to refrain, for we may or may not ever all be here again. Up the lips, over the gums. Look out, gullet, here it comes. Here we go.
All the way.
Slancha.
All the way.
Okay, now you're not quite done. Give yourself a second to.
Oh my God, I did it.
I'm going to try to teach you something a little bit easier, something you can actually use while you're here in Newfoundland, and that's A-by. In Newfoundland, this means I agree. You folks can use this in any situation. When you're talking to a Newfoundlander, you don't understand what they're saying, just agree with them. It's easier to agree with them than to ask them to repeat it. If you ask them to repeat it, they're going to probably say it the same way, and you're still not going to understand what they're saying. Let me give you an example of another conversation you might hear in Newfoundland. Someday, what? A-by. That means that weather was nice today. I agree. Now, let's say you didn't understand what I was saying. The same conversation would have gone on like this. Someday, what? What? Someday, what? What? Someday, what? What? Goes on like that for a while, and it's really painful to watch. Now, it's harder to say than what you think. It's not a boy, it's not I boy, it's not I buy, it's a buy. I want everybody to say a buy at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
A buy.
Now that we have this, we're going to go along to a graduate level phrase. So when you hear
We'll rant and we'll roar like true Newfoundlanders. We'll rant and we'll roar.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Good morning. I'm down in the kitchen and there's some alarm going off upstairs for something. I don't know what it is. It's not the fire alarm because then the fire department would be here. It's 8:05 Monday morning. I gotta fly home today. My taxi will be here in about an hour and a half, so I'm just having some breakfast and a cup of tea, and then I'll be going to the airport. If you come to Newfoundland at the airport, you can buy some frozen fish. Oh, look at that halibut. I just wouldn't be able, I would have to pay luggage fee to bring some home. So now I'm at the airport and my flight home is going to be delayed. Maybe half an hour, which I guess is not too bad, but that means I'm at the airport 3 hours before I need to be. That's always fun. So, got my Timmies. And got my tablet so I can watch some more YouTube or a movie or whatever. Yeah.